Hi Libra, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, what I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle cards. So the first card that came up was the Devil in reverse. So that usually means obsessions, addictions, obsessive thinking, manipulation, nothing good. Honestly, nothing good. Sexuality. But it's in reverse, so to me that means that you have stopped doing whatever you were obsessively doing. Maybe you were addicted to smoking. Maybe you were a drinker. I am a chocolate eater. Maybe I have stopped eating chocolate all the time. I don't know. I'm being funny. What else is going on with Libra for the second half of May? Eight of Wands. Yes, what's this card? Six of Swords. So to me, I'm thinking that we conquered some of our negative thinking, because when I look at that, I don't know if you can see that, when I look at that, he looks like he has won the battle. I mean, he's up above on the horse, and he's got like the little wreath on his wand or sword or stick or whatever, and the other people are down below. So to me, it feels like if the Devil card in reverse and that card is side by side each other, that you have got control, or you have won the battle to some obsessive thinking, negative thinking, some addictions. You have won the battle. So that's awesome. Eight of Wands. I'm looking at this like it just feels like forward movement, even though, yes, it is Eight of Wands. I started to say Eight of Swords. I thought it was Eight of Swords, but it's Eight of Wands. You have made some major forward movement towards your happy ending. Your dreams come true, your wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is the one that's 10 right before the 10, obviously, and that's kind of like wishes fulfilled. So you are nearly at your happy ending. Yep, I want these. So I feel like at this point in time, you have made some good forward progress on maybe some negative thinking. You've something good. It's good. The Two of Pentacles is in reverse, so I feel like you are still maybe trying to juggle your money and you haven't quite got that under control. And King of Swords, King of Swords would be somebody that has everything under control in their thinking. But if that is in the reverse, that to me makes me think that while you've made major forward movement in some obsessive thinking, addictions, or something like that, you still don't have complete balance over that yet. So that just to me means that occasionally you are probably going to have to battle with that. What it feels like is like you're 90% complete. You have got it 90% of the way under control, and it is just a little teeny bitty issue every once in a while, but it's something that you have figured out. It's kind of like if you have a bad day, you can knock it out like that. Where before, in the past, if you had a bad day, it was a bad 2 or 3 days. And now maybe it's a bad half hour, or maybe a bad 2 or 3 hours, because you have learned how to get out of the obsessiveness of it. And, recording that just keeps going, looping. So you have figured out how to shut that loop off, turn that off. Okay, that's good. That's good because I am a Libra. So, and I do feel like I have made some major forward movement with some stuff, especially if you're new to my channel, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But I spent like the last week of March and the first, last week of April and the 1st of March dog sitting. And because of dog sitting, I wasn't able to really like do my normal life because I was stuck at I'm living in somebody else's house for almost 2 weeks. And so I took advantage of that and did a lot of going in and meditation, and I learned how to go up into the 5D, and I met a new guide up there. So I learned how to, if I would have a negative feeling that came up, I would go into meditation and I would start going, where is this coming from? What's this all about? What do I need to do to get rid of it? And I would have a guide or my grandfather or my divine masculine or somebody would walk me through the whole process. And when I got done at the end of it, I didn't feel bad anymore. And if it came back the next day, I would go back and do the same thing. So I personally have learned how to get those thoughts and make them go away like pretty fast. I'm hoping, obviously I'll find out soon if that stayed in place, if I locked that down and that is done and buried, or if I don't think so though. I feel like I made major improvement on that. I'm doing emotions right now. So, okay, receptive in the reverse thing. This to me feels like you are no longer receptive to hearing. What am I feeling? I am not open. You are not open to other people's bullshit and people. I feel like you have put you have stepped up your boundaries even more, and you are realizing that maybe you have advanced some, and there are certain people in your lives that are still down here in their victim mentality, and you're kind of like, I personally cannot be around people who are out of alignment now. So if they are out of alignment, I can't be around them because it makes me physically feel bad. It's like I soak up their negative emotions, and then I, am kind of like a sponge when it comes to that. So I think you are no longer receptive to taking in other people's stuff. You are not feeling overwhelmed anymore like you were at one time. That is over. You're not feeling as frustrated since you have kind of gotten control of some of these negative thoughts and obsessions or whatever. But the fulfilled card still came up in reverse. So you haven't quite got 100% fulfilled within your life and your heart. And I think you are still trying to figure out what's missing. And I think that you're making forward progress, and you are so close to because it seemed like the last time I did cards, or a month ago, the Ten of Cups came in, or maybe that was on myself. I don't know. The Ten of Cups has been showing up in my reading here in my own personal journey. So let's take that one. What else is going on? Oh, you are feeling inspired these days. And I'm also seeing that you're maybe starting to write some of this down. If you are feeling inspired and you are realizing, hey, I made it through this and I might have some value to add to people's lives. I feel like you're writing it down because you might be needing to use this in the future. I have been video recording my journey because journaling just doesn't fit with me anymore. But if you are feeling inspired in whatever way you are feeling inspired to lead the troops to the new earth, do it however it fits with you. You are not resisting anymore. We Libras are not resisting the universe anymore, or at least the people who are watching this video. And if you are still resisting the universe, you will find out quickly. They will pop something in. I'm not going to do blocks today. I want to do, these are my mermaid cards. So what else do you want to tell the Libras that, I feel like there's a whole bunch of us that are like, I'm going to say this, 90% being cooked. Because when you go through the dark night of the soul, basically that's what it feels like. You're going through hell and you're in an oven and you can't get out and you're trapped. And I feel like we are almost ready to stick a fork in and be done. The present, gift, treasure, revelation of own value, nowness. The present, gift, treasure, revelation of own value, and nowness. So that's the state that we are in right now. We are in the present. We are becoming whole within ourselves. We are realizing that we are whole as we are. That's a good thing. That we don't need other people to make us whole. The return of Aphrodite, temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. If you are a female watching this, I feel like that is saying that we are getting more and more into our feminine energy, which if you have been like me anytime in the past, I was very majorly in my masculine energy. And it was like swimming against streams. So since I have kind of learned that my masculine energy, I grew up in the 70s and 60s, 70s, and 80s. I was taught that women could do anything that men could do. Well, maybe we can do anything that men can do, but that doesn't mean that's what we should be doing. And so I had to learn that. Telepathy, non-verbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. That's kind of funny because I feel like, I don't know if I've been reading people's minds, but I feel like I've been having certain thoughts deposited in my head over the weekend, the last few days. So I feel like someone is sending me some telepathy. I'm listening. Imrama. Wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. Wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. I feel like that's what we have been on. And I think, and I don't want to say, I'm like, the journey is almost over, but I think maybe the journey to the major healing, I feel like the journey to the major healing is almost over. The journey from being plugged into the matrix and the old programming, and the journey from unplugging and then relying solely on the universe. I feel like that's the journey that is almost over, that we are almost fully plugged into the universe and trusting the universe and letting it, them, he, her lead the way. And that that's the journey that we are almost finished with. We have almost completely unplugged from all of the old negative programming. If you're one of my viewers, that's what's happening. But I just posted and recorded and posted a video for a bunch of people that I feel like just walked into their dark night of the soul. So if you are, if you're a Libra and you're watching this, you're probably like, this doesn't make any sense to me. So you stopped watching a long time ago. So I'm not even talking to you. Never mind. Vulnerability. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. Maybe that's one of the last things that the universe says. You need to be a little bit more vulnerable. And that's part of the final phase. Maybe you've got one more major lesson that you need to work through in order for the universe to hand your certificate to say, all right, you've officially done what we wanted you to do. We will let up. And now we will start. Now the magic happens. Now we will start giving you the magic. However you want to say that. All right, I think I'm done. I don't think no, wait a minute. We got something from this one that's coming out. Let me get 2 cards from this. Any last words from the universe that they want to say to the Libras? That one's healing. The frequency of healing supports our intuitive ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our, God, this is so small, and through our senses and harnessing everything accordingly. To me, what this is saying is, one, if you haven't figured this out already, we can heal ourselves. And I feel like when we get through that whole journey and we fully tap into the universe, that's kind of our next step, is learning how to heal ourselves with our minds, and not having to go to the doctor or anything like that, and learning that we actually can heal our bodies. And I've been reading a bunch of stuff, the emotions code, the Aboriginal healing thing, feelings buried alive, never die, the reconnection by Eric Pearl. There's all kinds of books out there that talk about energy healing and basically tapping into the power of the universe to heal our bodies and everything. So I feel like that's probably more about the next step of the journey, because like I said, the tough healing of here, unplugging from the old matrix and into the new universal way, is almost finished. And then we're going to have a whole other batch of lessons that we're going to be learning, that good lessons. I don't know if I want to call lessons, or the universe is going to be going, okay, now that we've gotten you from thinking that way, now we're going to work on more of what abilities, intuitive abilities, psychic abilities, healing abilities. I feel like that's what's going to be coming next for us after we get done unplugging from the matrix. I guess that's all I'm going to say. I feel like I'm done. I will see you guys in June. Thanks. Bye.